Violet. Hello, everybody. I am live from Sydney. I apologize if we buffer, and I apologize if I'm going to have trouble closing out the stream like I did last time I tried to do this. But everybody who's here, please welcome, welcome. Tell me what you want to see. I figured I would do 30 minutes of blitzes because isn't that always the case? When I go on holiday, everything goes crazy and the internet goes crazy and people are begging me to get online. I'm going to see if I can't get a better. Hi, Angela. How are you, John? Good. Nano, hi. Shalom. Good to see you. Let's see if we can't elevate this. I'm going to go and see if hi Charisse. Hi Wendy. Good to see you. Oh, Michelle's here. Hello. Hi, Michelle. Michelle from hi Tracy. Yeah, can you believe it? I'm all the way in Sydney, Australia. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Teresa. I think I need to get something to elevate this. Are we going to be able to do that so that everybody can see me a little bit better? Because this is kind of a weird angle. Let me see what we can do. Maybe not. Maybe we're just stuck with a weird angle. It's a little bit better. Oh, it looks like we've already got babies. 20 babies from Shelby. Shelby just gave birth to 20 tree babies. Hopefully everybody saw the donations we did for September. Sorry about this angle. There we go. As you know, we had to wait a couple of days to do the monthly donation because I was traveling, but that was pretty cool. We raised money. So hi, great, Kathy, we've got a moderator. So I want to talk a little bit about the review of some of the energies. It's interesting, just talking about the whistleblower to start with. Hi, Anne. I do think that Dan Coates was probably the more recent whistleblower because it looked like it was somebody coming from intelligence and also the military. But I think before that, there were other people that were probably filing as well. So I brought my cards to Sydney. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 30 minutes of blitzes. The other thing I want to announce is that I will probably be spending time in Sydney and time in the United States back and forth. Have no fear though, I am doing something fancy with my phone, so I'll be able to give readings here and there. Also, I'm starting Skype readings, so if you would like to get a reading and you're not living in the United States, absolutely not a problem. Just when you book through Tarot with Whimsy, just say, I would like Skype, and then I'll send you a Skype invitation and we can go ahead and do it like that. So, because I know a lot of people want to come in and then they're not able to come in because travel and all that other stuff. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a simple prayer, and then we're going to shuffle it. We're going to see what we find out for the week. I think it's looking pretty bad. Evidently, Mitch McConnell is going to take it up in the Senate. You know, it's interesting. When you looked at the energy over the last couple of years, it wasn't just the Democrats that were trying to get the president out of office. It looked like there were key members of the Republican Party that wanted to get rid of him. And now it's gotten to a point because the intelligence and his generals have walked out. You can't get... He doesn't really have many people left defending him. Hi, Marilyn. So I think the first thing let's go ahead and do, we'll do a global tarot reading. And obviously, Kathy, if you have any questions, Kathy can go ahead and ask for us because I always feel like the moderators get first choice. Yes, I think the tax returns are going to come in, but let's go ahead and let's just go in. Let's do a deep dive. Again, I apologize for the angle. Hopefully I'll have things better arranged the next time I'm here. All right, I want to call on white light protection for myself and my viewers as we ask permission from Spirit to access the Akashic records. We call on our spirit guides and good angels with us. Give us the clarity and wisdom that is needed to empower us on our journey, that we make the best decisions for ourselves, our families, for the planet, for the people we love. I say amen. All right, so let's just do a deep dive. I missed you guys. But I love Australia. I highly recommend it. Food is great. Beaches are wonderful. And the men are cute. I'm doing this on my iPhone because I'm not able to do it on the computer right now. What is up for the week, Spirit? Where we are at right now, collecting evidence. You can see a 10 of Wands moving in. So people are getting things together. This feels to me going into this energy like people organizing. This is like Adam Schiff. The people are building their case, doing the work. Now the work begins. This is the feeling of the week going forward. What is going with that? The second base card I always take too is Chariot. So not only is the work beginning, but there's a feeling with the Chariot there that it's going to be quick, quick, quick. Remember the meditation we did 2 years ago and then documented here about actually I think it was more like 8 months ago. And that was that we would see impeachment in the House and the tide would turn in the Senate, and that the president would be given an opportunity to the dignity of his position. He would be given the honor of resigning rather than being humiliated in the Senate. So I believe that that's going to happen, and I believe that it's probably going to happen within the next 2.5 months. So we could be seeing a resignation before spring of 2020. So we're looking at, with this type of energy, between January and February. But then the question becomes, who's going to be the new Republican running for office? Because if Elizabeth Warren or Bernie Sanders or even Biden takes it, it's going to be interesting to see who the Republicans pick, because I don't know if they're going to have time to even build a strong candidate at this point. They're running out of time. Where the nation, where we are at right now, exchange of ideas doesn't necessarily mean fighting it straight up, but certainly people are exchanging information, right? The Five of Wands is about people coming together to construct things, people who may see things differently, right? So if you think about the fact that the Five of Wands is where we're at right now, and you think about the fact that the work is beginning, it's a feeling that people who may be on opposing teams or may have different views about how the world works are coming together. What crosses? Again, Ace of Swords, same as last time. We are entering into a period of victory. Yes, the Yeti is, I don't like to call him the Yeti, but I think he's leaving. Fool in the 4th house, moving in. We are taking a leap of faith regarding action reaction in the 3rd house. It's the end. Look at that. Inverted world card sits in the 3rd house. Oh, Donna gave birth to 20 trees. That's got to smart, Donna. But think about the good you've done in the world. Thank you, Donna. Unless you wanted to go to something else after this stream, I can make a note. But if people don't tell me otherwise, these streams, I just divide it up the way people want the money divided. And it's usually, we get a pretty good amount in each category. We're coming out of a state of intense anger. This isn't just a card. Inverted Queen of Swords is not just an anger card. It's a feeling of being angry to the point of unpredictable behavior, which is not a good place to be in, and vindictiveness. I'm going to throw on Pompeo, Misty, after this. Look at this. Look at all the research cards. The 7th house is the Hermit, right? Research, doing the work, base card, exchange of ideas leading to victory. But look at this. Somebody is going to be vindictive. Then I read the inverted high priestess as vindictive, and look what it's coming out of, an inverted queen of swords. That's like somebody got wet and ate after midnight. It's like a gremlin of, it's not a good energy moving in. Unhealthy. Something is unhealthy. So there's still an element to this situation, which is unhealthy, sick, violent, vindictive, the hope and the fear, devastation. And the final outcome for the week, delays. There will be more delays. Look at that, an inverted. I don't think Nikki Haley's going to run. After next week, there looks like there's a bump in the road, and then things begin moving again very rapidly with the Knight of Swords. The other person is in an unhealthy and emotionally distraught state. I would take it that the 8th house would be Trump's administration. Look at that. Inverted 3 of Swords with a Hermes, the messenger of health, inverted as well. The 9th house. Look at this offers. He keeps getting offers. Ace of Cups. And the final outcome, sitting pretty or stability. So, yeah, I think he'll probably be out by February. I can't, what would be the point of him? Because by the end of October, it's going to probably become an all-out impeachment hearing. They said they're ready to vote by the end of October. I think that'll happen. And that means that we will probably be ready to formally impeach him before February. And then it goes to it. So I think I did pretty good. But I could be wrong still. He could pull another rabbit out of his hat. So we're not going to celebrate just yet. All right, so people had asked me if I could look at Pompeo, Barr, and everybody else who is in so much trouble. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with Pompeo. Yeah, but they can't, but Debbie, they're not going to be able to put spin because we've got the transcripts. We're getting all the transcripts. And it's the intelligence agencies themselves that whistle blew. So how are you going to get out of it? If Dan Coates is the person who's the whistleblower, if Mathis walked out because he refused to cooperate with withdrawing from Afghanistan and giving trade routes to Putin, you know, we saw that last year, right? Until people were begging me to be quiet. I'm sorry to the people who sent me angry emails. I just am a remote viewer. You know, if I go in and somebody is saying, that's why everybody left. That's why Mathis quit. That's what it was always about. And it was about making money. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at Pompeo's cards. What is going to happen with Pompeo? See, I always thought Pence was actually part of the report. Oh, we got to look at Giuliani, you're right. Do you want to look at Giuliani? Giuliani's a lot of fun. Let's look at Pompeo first. Don't you just love this? The birds are singing. The Oracle of Whimsy is madly in love. And everything is working out. Pompeo is entering into a new contract that may result in losses. So I think that he's going to turn on the president and turn state's evidence. You can see the 3 of Pentacles moving in and the 5 of Cups is inverted. If I were Trump, I would be nervous with Pompeo getting cards like this. The World. Crossing the Fool card. He's going to cooperate. He fears legal action against him. Look at this, rocky waters in his 4th house. And fear that he's going to be in a situation he can't get out of. Look at this, he couldn't get away. There was something being held over Pompeo's head where he couldn't get away from this guy. There's a feel, look at that. He's got an inverted 5 of swords. Hag Sameach to you as well. We had a Lashana Tova as well. We had a wonderful Jewish New Year's. I got to meet Michael's father, Bob, who's a really nice guy, and Michael made us salmon. It was delicious. So 5 of Wands in the inverted. So there's a feeling like Pompeo actually is attempting to extract himself from a situation he might not be able to get out of. Ace of Wands is what he's moving into. He is cooperate. Look at that, a legal situation. And the Lover's card is inverted, which would suggest that he's ending his former relationships and entering into a new contract. Yeah, he is going to cooperate. He can't win. Look at this reaction from Trump, vindictiveness, and as more and more people pull away from this administration, we're going to see more erratic behavior. Look at that. With these cards, I'm really worried about the mental health of the president. Look at this, vindictiveness, a tower, a feeling that people are trapped and can't get out of it. Offers. Pompeo's eventually going to have to cooperate. He may attempt, and he may have trouble initial administration, but eventually he's going to break free, get some kind of deal, and he's going to cooperate. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at Giuliani, because I find Giuliani so entertaining. All right. What is going to be with Giuliani? Doesn't surprise me. What is going to be with Giuliani? This is so working out. You know, I simultaneously am horrified when I saw the military last week when I did the remote view and we did the cards like a week and a half ago. I was simultaneously mortified, like, ah! But then bursting into laughter afterwards. So interpret that how you will. Exactly. That's why Pompeo is going to have to cooperate, because Pompeo's been caught as well. All right. What is going on with Giuliani? This is what we waited, what, 2.5 years to... I'm sorry, I know people are suffering, but yes, a part of me finds this very funny. All right, Giuliani, he was after the money. There was an aspect of making money. Look at that. He thought that he could make a lot of money off this deal. They were looking at the money. They weren't looking at the ethos. They weren't looking at the morals. They were looking at the huge chunks of money. They were going to get a payback from this. That's how I see Giuliani's cards. Look at this. And Ace of Pentacles, wealth and harvesting money. So he was going to financially invest in whatever it is he was working on. That's the best way I would interpret that. Look, now multiple investigations on Giuliani. And Trump is going to turn on him. Look at that, an inverted King of Swords right over him. Can you believe that? It's like the boat is sinking and it's just dog eat dog at this point. Also being given that 6 of Cups. Do you remember when we did a remote view on Robert, and Robert Mueller said a G-man always gets his man? And then in the remote, he said, I want a full signed, sealed confession from Donald Trump in exchange for immunity. It feels to me like it's almost like rope-a-dope. They got cocky. They thought they'd gotten away with it. They thought Mueller was some old senile person. He was deep burying it in the FBI, CIA, and handing it to SDNY, and the investigations continued. But publicly, I really do think that the Trump administration thought they had gotten away with things, and they got cocky. And when you get cocky, you get sloppy. And that was probably what they were waiting for. Remember when we did the remote on Obama, when the intelligence agencies alerted Obama said continue to monitor the situation. They didn't arrest anybody because it was more important for them to monitor the phone calls and find out who was associated, and knowing that eventually people would get lazy and they would take more and more risk. And that's pretty much what happened. And it was a pretty serious intelligence breach. But I really think that our intelligence agencies handled it brilliantly. Okay, and what we are sitting at, look at this. This is what Giuliani sits in, an inverted ace of swords. He's lost. He knows he's already lost. Look at that. He sits in an inverted ace of swords. And Trump has turned on him. Near future, three of swords. Will force him into a deal. He already was interviewed by Giuliani. It's about money with him. It was about money and finance and contracts regarding possibly real estate or money laundering. There's something illegal going on with Giuliani that also involves deals and contracts and money. The hope and the fear that he will not get away with something that has to do with theft. And then the final outcome, he's headed towards a crash. The tower is the final outcome for Giuliani. He has reached the end of the road, Giuliani, and he must make a deal with the feds because he is an ally of Donald Trump. Has turned his back on Giuliani. You can see the vindictive card came out. Let's clarify. This is outcome. I would say that Giuliani is ruined. The only thing he can hope for at this point is to co-opt a lot of trouble. And basically he went along with this because he got seduced into the money. And I would argue that there are suggestions here of money laundering because this is real estate. Naughty, naughty boy. Naughty, naughty, naughty boy. Remember what we said about Acosta? Worst cards we'd ever seen? We did him and we did Epstein on the same day. And what did it say? This hell will never end? That's how we found out that Epstein was suicidal. 3 months before his suicide, he told us he was in hell. You know, people can put on a front, but when you're living your life in ways that go against the natural order, eventually you self-destruct. It's just the way it is. So, all right. So we did Giuliani, we did Pompeo, Steve Mnuchin. We're going to go ahead and do Steve Mnuchin next, and then we'll do Barr if people want to do that. What's going to be with Steve Mnuchin? Oh God, he's in trouble too. Oh no. Oh my God, he's in trouble. Oh my God, it looks like Mnuchin's under investigation for falsifying books. Look at this. Inverted sun moving in, and it had something to do with charity. He's in trouble. When I go into this remote, he was being asked to do dirty dealings with hiding money and moving money around, hiding documents. Not good. It's about the money chief, the guy who oversees the money, works with the money. He's out of there. He's going to lose his job. Mnuchin's going to have to leave. Oh my God. Inverted chariot card with a strength card moving in. The feds are moving in on him. Ah! Anger. It's going to lose the Look at this, an inverted empress. I think things are going to go south with the economy. I'm worried about October, and I think Mnuchin's out. He's going to start trying to clean up the mess afterwards, but there's evidence of a crime already having been committed. And yeah, look at that. Tower moving in his 8th house. Hopes and fears that he will not get an offer, that he will not be able to. Look at this. Inverted Hierophant. No one can save this guy. Mnuchin's out. Not only that, but he committed a crime by, yeah. It looks like he committed some type of a crime and some kind of judgment is coming. And it looks like it involved falsifying records regarding where money was placed. Oh God, he's in so much trouble. It's insane. It's insane. All right, so who is the... Mila's being babysat by my assistant, Chuck, who she's in love with. She's convinced the boyfriend. All right, we'll go ahead and do William Barr now. Oh my God. He was supposed to go in and smooth things out. He had a deal with the Republicans and he didn't do what he thought he was going to do. He became the drama. All right, Spirit, what do we see for William Barr? William Barr. I love my job. The base of the map. So what do y'all think of the cards for the Trump administration? Yeah, I think Giuliani is in very serious trouble because the cards suggested that he was involved in taking bribes and money laundering. Stressed out beyond belief. Barr is petrified and angry. Keeping his head down, doing his work, that's not going to last for much longer. Look at this. This is what's crossing him. This is his base, and this is what's crossing him. This is William Barr. For the professional readers, have you ever seen a worse card chart? Ha! The military going after him. Oh, Ma Sharon gave birth to 10 babies. Mazel tov and congratulations. May they grow up to be great, strong trees. He's losing his foundation. Barr is out. Barr's going to be removed. Looks like Barr may actually agree to step down because 2 of Cups is moving in. Yeah. He's himself, and he may also resign with cards like this because you can see the military moving in the 4th house. He can't win, and so he has to cooperate, and that he'll likely resign. Probably he could resign as early as November. He gets his wish. He may be able to avoid prosecution, but he's not going to be able to stay. He is going to have to testify. You can see something regarding dealings, also possibly overseas. His hopes and guy is terrified. Inverted Sun card in the 9th house. And then the final outcome, he's going to have to cooperate. Fool takes a leap of faith, but I don't see him staying. I think he could be out as early as November. Yeah. If he starts to cooperate, if he may start with recusing himself, he's probably going to try and pull back from this administration. And yeah, probably he could resign as early as November. Pompeo, everybody's in so much trouble. Oh my God. All right, everybody, I'm going to try and figure out, last time I tried to do this, I couldn't figure out how to close the stream, but I'm going to go ahead and close the stream. If you're trying to get in for a reading with me, I would love to get a reading for you. Like I said, I'll be back at work on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I do have openings. If you are overseas and would like to get an appointment with me, you can just email me at office@drwhimsy.com or whimsyanderson@gmail.com, or book directly through tarotwithwhimsy.com. Leave a note that it's overseas, then I'll give you an invite to Skype. That's right. All right. Thanks, everyone. I'm glad everyone's doing well. And let's see if I can close this thing out. Last time I couldn't do it. All right. Maybe just, is this how we do it? Let me figure this out. All right. I think we just go like this. Bye.